All right, guys, we're about to get this thing started. Another cold calling session. We're about to get this thing rolling. See what we got going on here, guys. Hey, guys, what's up here? It's Nevin. We're about to go in this other cold calling session. Cold calling REI Live, Real Estate Live Forever. I'm about to take y'all back to Wu-Tang, atomically, Socrates, philosophies, and hypotheses came to find how we dropping these real estate cold calling mockeries. Yes, the Wu-Tang forever, triumph. I'm gonna let this beat through your eardrum really quick. Check it out. This is what we do. REI Live. Here's Nevin Brown, your real estate agent investor, out here about to drop these cold calling lyrics, talking to people, trying to see if I can gain a lead. So I'm about to bring y'all back to 1998, Wu-Tang style. Atomically, Socrates, philosophies, and hypotheses came to find how to dropping these real estate mockeries, cold calling every day. You can't drop at me. Yeah, that's right, guys. You hear it. It's the cold calling forever. The saga continues, man. We're going to keep this thing flowing. So listen, man, it's Nevin here, guys. I want to get this thing started, get you hyped up real quick, take you back to 98, Wu-Tang. Some guys, I love these guys right here, some straight lyricists. So I try to put a little, flavor inside the mix by putting that on schedule. So we're talking about REI Live, Real Estate Forever. You understand that? Going to continue dropping these cold calling mockeries, and you can't understand how I be dropping these beats every day, talking to people, being consistent, being competitive, because that's going to continue to build the pipe flow. Okay, guys? So I want to be able to just come out here real quick, get your juices going. So what we're going to do right here, guys, we're going to keep this thing rolling, right? What I like doing, guys, when I'm dropping cold calling, for those just now joining us, Nevin Brown, your investor agent. I try to bring in jazz you guys up with the Wu-Tang Triumph instrumental that I'm going to be dropping these. You can't understand how I be dropping these hypotheses through Socrates, and you can't understand how I be dropping these real estate cold calling mockeries. This is what I'm doing right here. So I like to be able to talk to people, guys, because talking to people will help me engage myself to be in front of the audience, and then I'm able to get a lead. When I tell people when I'm able to get a lead, I'm simply talking about the ability to see if a person has the potential or they have the willingness and wanting to sell their property. And that all starts with a conversation, or it can go in different facets. You can also do direct mail. You can do text messaging. You can do a PPC, which is pay-per-click, or anything that's going to help you get your funnel growing inside your lead flow. So what I'm going to do right here, guys, I like doing a very least cost-effective measure, which is cold calling. And cold calling is simply just an ability just to be able to get in front of a person rather quickly by having a conversation with them to help gauge them to see if they might have the opportunity and want to sell their property. This is the strategy that I like to do because it's something I'm comfortable in doing. I've been doing it for quite a long time, and this is something that's just allowing me to have success. Believe it or not, the bigger success that I have with real estate is driving for dollars. And that's simply just getting out there in your neighborhood where you're at and just simply just being able to find the opportunity to speak to a person who want to sell their property. A lot of times, guys, what you don't know is that when you have an opportunity for you, it's right there in front of your face. It's just that you miss it because you can't really see or gauge exactly what you're trying to find. And real estate is a different. It's ever present before you. Everybody needs it. Everybody at some point in time wanted to invest in it or still wants to invest in it. But it's really about how do you go about doing it, or what is your strategy in gaining a potential of doing that. And for me, or what I do is I like to find real estate from a cumulative fashion, whereas I'm trying to gain the easiest and the convenience of gaining a property and then taking that property and moving it very quickly. And we call that wholesaling. Wholesaling is the art of finding the art of finding deeply discounted deals. And how do you do that is you find a property, you talk to that seller, understanding what their needs are, their level of motivation, when they want to sell, why they want to sell, and seeing if you can come to some type of term and agreement to get the price at a reasonable amount where the seller is happy first, and then watch this. You are already have your end buyer, which is your second person, your end buyer, second person, and then you also, or me being in the middle, have also a fee in mind that I know this is going to be something that I can be able to move that property on. So I like doing wholesaling because wholesaling is my cash flow machine. It's my ATM. It allows me to streamline my process very quickly because I have the ability just to be able to take a property being from A to B. A to B is being the seller to me. I'm the purchaser, the buyer, A to B. And then for me, B to C. B to C is me finding another partner, investor, to me to assign my rights to purchase that contract so that we can, everybody can be happy. So this is what I like doing. This is helping me to build up my funnel and to grow my lead base when it comes to getting or asserting deals. So right now, what I'm doing right here, guys, I use systems that help me to do that. Cold calling, I told you is what I do to help get my leads. I pull my leads from a different list, multiple different lists. Right now, the list that I'm calling is on vacant properties, absentee owners. Absentee owners are pretty much owners that's absent from that property. That I might live here where I'm calling the property where I live at currently, but that owner is not present there in my area of where I'm calling that. That owner is maybe living in another state, perhaps preferably what we call absentee owner, but they're absent from the property of the subject property of where I'm trying to see if they have any interest of selling. I also try to find property that has equity into it because I'm calling them. But I tell you guys in the beginning of my conversation, for those who are just now joining or will hear this later, that your best list that you can use or call is what we call driving for dollars. And driving for dollars is simply how you can really find the ability to go out in your backyard, your neighborhood, and to assess the areas of the homes where you see vacant homes that needs the repairs, that might need, for instance, when I say repairs, so it has some level of distress, meaning like high grass, the roof is missing shingles, the windows look very older, or can be broken, cracked. You can see like the property itself is not upkept when it comes to the painting, and the aesthetics of the property is not appealing to the eye. I mean, it's like a lower type of look on the property outside of maybe the neighbor's house that's next to it. That's what we call distress. So those are key clues of motivation of how you can maybe call that potential property owner up and to be able to have a conversation with him or her. Excuse me. A potential conversation with him or her to see if it makes sense for them to want to sell that deal based on their level of motivation. And if that motivation seems to be somewhat high, or they have an interest of moving it forward, then you can talk to them down the hole. Typically, when you're talking to a person that want to sell, or that you're cold calling, you only come with really 5 to 6 things that a person will come with, what we call objections on why they're like hesitant or trying to understand why you're trying to acquire this deal from them. And number one is, who are you? What's the price? I'm sorry. Who are you? What's the price? No, yes, maybe, and no, yes, maybe, and how did you get my number? So once again, it's no, yes, maybe, who are you? What's your price? How did you get my number? I'm going to say that again. When you're talking to a customer, as you're going to start hearing me making phone calls, when you're hearing these words that overcome the objection of what they're trying to disalarm you, or they're getting caught off guard, they're asking you to understand how this conversation even got started. They're going to say, who are you? How did you get my number? Yes, no, maybe in the future, or what's the price? Those are the 6 things that you would hear from a customer, and I will show you exactly from our conversation when I'm talking to people. Hopefully I can go into deep I have at least about 10 conversations I'm going to contact with that you can actually hear those objections of a person who will come through and try to speak from. So I'm going to log into my tools right now. I use a dialer called Batch Dialer, and Batch Dialer is simply a multi-ring dialer that allows me to call a person simultaneously. That all I'm doing is just talking to a person from a multi-channel aspect, meaning like there's 4 ringers that's going on at one time, and in that I'm hoping to have a conversation with somebody to pick up. So 4 lines is ringing, hopefully in them 4 lines from one person to pick up. So I'm cutting my conversation time down somewhat significantly because I'm calling 4 numbers at the same time. So the call ratio that it looks like is simply, I would say, the biggest call ratio that I look like is really within an hour, because I'm going to be here in the next, I'm going to wrap it up in 45 minutes. Hope an hour I have at least 10 conversations. And out of the 10 conversations, yes, I'm looking to gain a deal or to have a person having an interest of wanting to sell. But that does not mean it's going to happen that way, because cold calling is unpredictable, although it is predictable if you stay consistent with the flow of it. Okay, guys? So I'm going to get logged in right now into my dashboard. And for those of you that are joining, you're about to see me go live. And once again, as you guys are hearing me, I'm here right now talking about real estate live forever. As you can hear my triumph of the Wu-Tang song back in 1998 for those who are, I would say, 35, 40 and over. You understand with this beat right here. I like saying, atomically, Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses came to find how we dropping these real estate cold calling mockeries. You about to hear me go on stage, guys. This is live and living color. Drop your comments. Tell me what you think. You about to feel the flow, hear the ebbs and flow of the conversation. But most importantly, you about to hear me talk to people. When I'm talking to people, I'm just doing a lot of mirror and matching just to see where their tonality is, understand the conversation, seeing if we can start this thing going. All right, so let's get logged in right now. Prep work is good. We're going to go online right now, guys. Put myself as available. Like I say, I'm calling on, I can't until I switch this camera and I can show you guys. No, I can't. I'm using vacant and absentee in Virginia, at least that's here in Virginia. So let's get this thing going, y'all. Hey, drop your comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you don't think. Let me know exactly what's going on as you hear the conversation. Like I told you guys, in the conversation, you're going to hear the 6 rebuttals or 6 objections. And these 6 objections is, who are you? How did you get my number? Yes. No. Hello. Yeah, I was looking for Keith.
This is Keith.
Yeah, how you doing, Keith? I know this call is totally out of the blue. My name is Nevin Brown. I'm actually a real estate agent and investor here in the Fredericksburg area. I don't know if you have a property that you might own or not, but a property at 247 Shamrock Road in Charlottesville to see if you might have any interest in selling that property.
We do not have any interest at this time.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, do you have any other properties, Mr. Keith, that you might be interested in selling?
I do not.
Okay. All right. Well, is it possible maybe in the future you might be interested in selling this property that I can maybe follow up with you 6 months?
Thank you.
All right. And so I just gave you guys the first rebuttal or the first objection. Remember I said, who are you? How did you get my number? Yes. No. Maybe in the future. What's their price? In his case, he just said, no, we don't have an interest. So, and he was polite about it. So you heard him say no. These are the only thing you got to overcome, guys, when you're talking to people. So there's nothing to be really, to be in fear of when you're talking to a person, just because, and I'm gonna put right here as my disposition. My disposition means like I'm dispositioned to call, meaning like what's the call flow after the conversation? What was the results? Did they say, like I say, out of the 6 objections, did they say whatever? In his case, he said no. So I'm going to dispose that lead as being do not call. So I'm not going to call him no more because he don't have an interest, nor does he have another property that he want to sell, and also he does not he does not want to be followed up within the next 6 months. So it's kind of good. After the first 4 dials, you got one conversation. Remember, I told you the call flow system, whereas I'm using a 4-ring dialer, and that's 4 ringers are ringing at one time in hopes to have a conversation. And from the first, when I log in to show my availability, right away, I mean, we got a ring. So we're doing good already for our 16, almost 20 minutes being on call. And I just logged in. The whole equation is trying to get, in this case, to be on here for 45 minutes, to have dialed maybe about 100 numbers, to have at least maybe 10 conversations. And hopefully out of 10 conversations, you might even get, 1 to 2 maybe interested in a person selling. That's a very good call flow ratio. If you can stay consistent with that, you actually will do good, especially if you at least putting in 2 to 4 hours every day, 2 hours to 3 hours if you can, 2 hours. It's an answer machine right here. Usually when a phone rings, or when actually the phone goes back to ringing situation, is trying to go to an answer machine to pick up. So I'm gonna put follow up on that one because I didn't get any answer. Nobody didn't pick up. Those just now joining, I'm actually just talking to people. Real estate is always the method for me to gain leads. My name is Nevin. You're a real estate investor agent. Hello. Hi, I was looking for Roger. Yeah, hey, I'm sorry. I was looking for Roger. I was calling about a property. I don't know if here somebody might know him. He owns at 3003 Marshall Drive in Fredericksburg. Okay. So nobody didn't pick up. So I'm gonna put no answer, and then it's gonna go back to me calling. I would just like to say, guys, I'm just trying to talk to you guys how I'm flowing on the conversation. Particularly, I'm just trying to systematize my efforts by measuring out the results of the call flow data that I'm gaining. And that's all I'm doing, just talking to people to see where is that flowing going from. I'm trying to gain a lead, guys, girls. Anytime you get on the phone, it's all about gaining a lead. What is a lead, Nevin? A lead is simply a person that has an interest or they are wanting to sell their property. And from there, having a conversation to go down to see where's their level of motivation at, the timeline of when they want to sell, and to see if they have some type of price in mind. These are some of the things that you want to do when you're talking to a person when they're picking up the phone. And like I say, when they do pick up the phone, they only have 6 objections that they would to maybe spit out to you so that you don't feel like you're kind of like on the spot. And those 6 objections are, who are you? How did you get my number? Yes, no, maybe. What's your price? That's it. Easy objection to overcome. And you can answer all these according to their tonality. Because if they're saying no, then there's no more conversation. If they're saying maybe, you can gauge when they want to sell. If they're saying what's your price, you can kind of see where their personality at. They might be more of an A-type personality like I am, that want to just a straight shooter, want to get right to the point, want to get right to the business, and you can understand where they're at. So you just got to be able to assess a person's tonality, and you got to be able to, when you're talking to a person, as you see, I'm just showing you demonstration-wise, I can sit relaxed because I can. But you want to sit up, chest up. You want them to feel the words that they're very confident as you're speaking to them, that you know what you're talking about, that you have the best interest for that person want to sell, and ultimately, you want to do business with them, and they want to do business with you, that they want to take your money. Because I'm trying to ask them, hey, I'm trying to buy your property.
Hello?
Yes, hello. I was looking for Victor.
Who's calling?
Yeah, so my name is Nevin. I know this call is out of the blue. I'm actually a real estate investor agent.
Can you speak louder?
Yeah, my name is Nevin. Can you hear me, sir? I'm a real estate investor agent in Fredericksburg.
Okay, are you in Virginia?
Yeah, I'm actually in Fredericksburg, Virginia.
In where?
Fredericksburg.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know if maybe you probably had a property at 12619 Orange Plank Road in Locust Grove to maybe see if you might have any interest in selling that property.
No, it's leased.
Oh, okay. You got it.
I don't want.
Yeah, you keep it as a rental property.
Are you willing to pay $275 for it?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I'm willing to pay $275 if it's worth it. Absolutely, I'll pay it. Yes, sir.
Well, no, I didn't say worth it. I said, are you willing to pay $275 for it?
Yes, I would. I just want to be able to just look at it. If you don't mind, can I just look at the details on the property really quick? What was the last renovation have you done to the property, Mr. Victor?
Say it again.
What renovations have you done to the property?
I just put in a new well pump, a new water filtration system. I've done work in the bathroom, some remodeling, and anyhow, that's the price on it.
Okay. How many?
I mean, it's a firm price. It's not about what you tell me it's worth. I'm telling you what I want for it.
Absolutely. No, I totally get it. When do you want to sell it? When do you want to sell it, Mr. Victor?
Say it again.
When do you want to sell it? If we can buy this, when do you want to sell this? Are you looking at selling it?
Hold on a minute. Let me get the door shut.
Okay.
I mean, if you have a cashier's check for $275, I would consider selling it.
Okay, like, will you sell it next 30 days soon?
Can you guarantee me a cashier's check for $275?
Well, I mean, I'm guaranteed you, yes, I want to buy it. I was just trying to curious about how fast do you want this cashier's check? Are you willing to sell it in the next 30 days?
I have a lot of properties. I don't necessarily want to sell it in 30 days.
Gotcha. I understand. Okay, so this is not something you try to. You really don't need the money. You just $275 is what you would sell it for.
I mean, that was when it was listed for sale. That was the sale price.
I understand. Okay. Yeah, I mean, because I'm looking at it. You write 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, about 1,200 square feet.
Correct. It's a double wide. So.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, because I'm looking at it. I mean, it's saying 261, but you're saying 275.
Okay. Well, I did before I decided to lease the inn. I did drop the price a little. So, okay, but anyhow, before I would stop the tenant for moving in, I'd have to know that I had a cash offer from you for about $260.
Okay, now you do understand that I'm also in the business to make money. I mean, $260.
I know you are, and so am I. So don't waste my time.
No, I'm not wasting your time.
You have a good and a blessed day, and put me on your do not call list, please. Okay.
Do you have any other properties that you want to sell, Victor?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good day, man. So, guys, this is a very good learning right here. So, I'm gonna put do not call. Remember, I just told you guys the 6 rebuttals. Who are you? How did you get my number? Yes. He said yes for a cash offer of $275. Well, the problem is the property is not worth $275. He said that there was repairs being done to it, but it's only worth $261. I asked him, so how soon do you want to sell it? If you give me a cashier's check, I'll sell it right now. Cool. Well, the next thing I was going to say is, well, I can't buy the price that you wanted, but I can list it on the MLS because obviously you want a retail price and you really don't need to sell it. So as you can hear you can hear in his voice, like I said earlier, guys, you got to mirror and match. He sound like an A-type person that want to get right down to the business. Give me 275, I can sell it. So I match my level of tone right there with him, as if like, hey, I mean, we're just having a conversation. And so I get it. I can't buy all the deals, and I can't buy the deals that won't make sense to me. And number two, he won't sell a deal if it don't make sense to him. So there you have what we call a dead lead, whereas I wouldn't even waste my time calling him unless he would call me back and say, hey, you know what, Nevin, situation has changed. I do want to sell, and I have a motivation of why I want to sell. Unfortunately, he won't get that 261. He would have to get it, somewhat much less than what he's asking for, only because, like I say, I can't give him how much it's worth from if I'm buying at a wholesale price or buying at a price that I need to make some money off of it, I can't buy it at a retail price. Then he would ask me to be a listing agent for him, which I don't mind doing, putting on an MLS, and we actually getting it for an offer of that price. Now, if you heard what he said on the conversation, he was like, 275, give me cash, you check, I'll sell it. Well, I already knew just from the conversation, like, well, I know that's not the price.
Hello.
Yes, hi. I was looking for Matthew.
Yeah, speaking.
Hi, Matthew. My name is Nevin Brown, and I know this call is out of the blue, but I'm actually a real estate agent, an investor here in Fredericksburg. I was calling about a property that you probably own at 160 Old Fifth Circle in Charlottesville to see if you might have an interest in selling that property.
Probably not for what you do on pay for it. Nah, not really.
Okay. Is there any other properties besides it that you're willing to sell?
I mean, I've got a bunch, but I get calls all the time. Somebody wanted to pay like full market, sure. But aside from that,
I understand.
no waste. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
those are trading for like 375 right now. And my guess is, we get offers all the time. 3.25.
Oh, so I guess you didn't take those offers, huh?
No. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I got to find something else about that. It's worse problem to have, but like I said, 360, 375. I mean, that's properties at work right now. I've got good tenants, and all of that's gone up over the last year, so they're even better than they were. Anyway,
I understand. I understand. Yeah, so it sounds like you wouldn't be selling it unless you would get, I guess, over the retail price of what it's worth. Then you would sell it, huh?
Well, I mean, listen, that house is. The houses on Raymond Road are trading for like $550 right now. The townhomes are trading for $360, $375. I have 4 of them, so.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Pretty well, yeah. So, like I said, I'm a buyer, not a seller in this market.
Well, to be honest, like I said, I'm actually like a wholesaler agent, but I actually have a property. I don't know if you might be interested in Fredericksburg, Virginia. I mean, Lake Caroline, but I have a property out there in Lake Landor that you might be interested in buying.
Yeah, I'm just Charlotte, so.
Okay, I got you. Understand. Okay. Well, I mean, since you said you're looking to buy, is it okay that I put you on my buyer's list? That if I come across any properties, yeah, please, yeah. Okay, man, I definitely will. So you're looking to? I guess you're in a good market over there. The property at 160 Old Fitness Circle, that's close to downtown Charlottesville, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess you would like to look to. I gotcha. I understand. Okay. You mind, Matthew? Is there a good email that I can stay in contact with you in case I come across a good deal?
Yeah, Emma T. Short 78
mtshort@gmail.com.
Gotcha. mtshort78 at Gmail.
Yep, that's it.
Man, okay, yeah, man. I'm telling you, Matthew, I find deals a lot. So something that's in that market. What is your price range like? Like, what are you looking to buy as far as you will fix it up or just keep it as a rental property?
It's really whatever makes sense. Yeah, I don't have like there's no like limit necessarily. So it's a good property.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, cheap is better, but Charlottesville's not a cheap market. So.
Yeah. I mean, you know how the real estate is right now, but you still can find deals. It's really hard to find them, but I'm out here. That's why I'm calling people like you, man, and say, hey, are you trying to sell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you have anything, we're definitely interested. Single family, townhomes, small apartment buildings.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely I'm looking to find, like say the MDUs as far as, quads and up. I would love to even if I find something to maybe even go in with you, man, to have some type of equity inside of it, because I think that's really where the key is.
I totally agree. Yeah, I mean, if you find a deal, bring it to us. Well, I mean, we can move pretty quick.
Oh, so okay, so you do have the capital to move quick on it. Okay.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good.
Man, I'm telling you, man, Matthew, I will, Mr. Short, I will put you on my VIP cash buyers because I know Charlottesville is a hot market. I know it's very tight out there, but if I can find something, I know it will go quick, especially if it's a smoking deal.
Yeah, well, no, we're cash buyers, so if you have anything, let me know. Feel free, give me a call or shoot me an email, and I really appreciate it. So.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Now, so does it matter to you, like, for instance, because I look for assignment fees if I can't have any type of equity position? Does it matter if I make $10,000 on a deal or make $100,000 on a deal? Will it bother you?
No.
As long as your numbers look good, right?
That's all I care about.
Okay.
Yeah, something on it for years.
Okay. Man, so the best number, your best number is the 908-514-7009. That's your best contact?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, man, okay. Man, Matthew, see, this is why I like a conversation like this. You don't have nothing to sell, but you're looking to buy. So I'm trying to find something to buy so I can sell it to you.
Yeah, good. Cool, I like to hear.
Man, okay. All right.
Good.
Well, man, it was a great conversation. I will definitely keep you in contact. I promise that.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the day.
Thanks for the conversation. You too, Matthew. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see you.
Bye. These are the conversations you want, ladies and gentlemen. You always got to shift and take off different hats. I'm looking to buy a deal. Dang, I can't buy it because he's a buyer too. Well, I'm looking to see if somebody wants to sell a deal. Great. So here's the thing. He's a buyer. Now I can expand my buyers list in Charlottesville. I know what he's want. Let me put a note in here. Cash buyer in Charlottesville. Charlottesville is a very hot market. It's been for the last 4 or 5 years. Charlottesville, he's looking for really multi-family, that's really great. He's a multi-family investor. That's so key to know. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put him in my database. Hold on real quick. I'm going to put him as a follow-up, but then I'm going to go offline for a second, and then I'm going to put this lead. This is some good stuff, guys, because I tell you, when you're cold calling, you never know what you're going to get, but you always need to be expecting to get something, which is going to be a deal, or in his case, another person that you can add to your cash buyers list. So what I'm doing now is I'm actually going to my other software that I can put him as a buyer. And, I tried to vet him out as much as possible. When I say vet him out, meaning like, okay, do you have capital? Yes, you got the capital. Yes, you can move. He said he can move and close quickly. He's looking to buy multifamily in Charlottesville, quads and more. Quads is simply 4-unit apartments and more, 4, 8, 10-unit plus apartments. These is what you get because you got bigger spreads in your equity that you can potentially gain in. So that's some good stuff. So I'm just going right here, cash buyers. For those who are now joining, guys, or girls who's going to listen to this now or later, my name is Devin. I'm actually an investor agent. All I do is get on the phone and talk to people. I talk to people with a conversation in hopes to gain a lead. A lead is simply a person or an opportunity of somebody wanting to sell their property, and from there have a timeline of when they want to sell. So that's what a lead is. His name is Mark Matthew Short. Just put his information in here right now. Phone number. This is mobile number right here. Main number. Mobile. Put that bad boy in there. You know what I'm saying? 908. Some good stuff, guys. I'm gonna tell you a secret too. I mean, this is what I'm learning. That the more robust that your buyers list get, the more confident or the more leverage you can really have being an authoritative figure into saying, hey, yes, I am. I can close, and having that leverage to say that I can close and I can close because I'm actually a buyer. You can really leverage that with confidence, knowing that you can move the deal quickly. That's the key is once you get a deal, how fast can you move it? And he said it, we can close quickly. That's what I like to hear. I like to acquire a deal, meaning to lock it up, take that deal from one stage and then go on to disposition. And disposition means to dispose it or to sell it or to send it off to him, and then go into the closing table within 10 days, 10 days to 3 weeks. If you can have deals like that, who wouldn't want to be able to acquire a deal, lock it up, go to the closing table in 2 weeks? Of course you would. I know you would. MC Short. I guess that's his age. He's a year older than me. So I'm just putting right here the notes that he is closed quickly. Close quickly. Cash ready. And this asking me serious cash buyers. I'm saying definitely yes. And then the source of cash buyer I got from, this is just online from cold calling. Primary investment strategies. He likes to buy and hold. His target price here. He likes multifamily. These are all just interests that I'm highlighting on this particular buyer because he's not in Virginia. He's in Charlottesville. I'm gonna put that in here. That's very key to know. Charlottesville, VA. Boom. Make sure the number is good. Hey, this is how you really grow your business, guys, by really having a good funnel of opportunity of cash buyers and also sellers, and how you can move your deals and acquire your deals. You guys are getting value out of this. Go ahead and share this. Tell me what you think. Drop a comment. Let me know what's good, man. Let me know, people. Hey, come on now. Don't be scared, man. Drop these comments, guys. Get on the chat with me. Drop your comments. Tell me your thoughts. Boom. Just put that in the chat bar real quick, guys. Let me know what you guys think, man. Just because, like I said, the art of finding deals is so important. So we're about to go right back online. The great thing about this is, guys, cold calling, you can't really measure the conversation of any time you'll have a call flowing time frame, but at least you do have the ability to understand, okay, if I call at this certain time, like right now, it's almost 5 o'clock here. It is 5 o'clock here on the East Coast. You call after 4, and when on a Tuesday, I'm getting good traction. So right now, guys, I've already had, say this information right here. Right now, I've already had, just from being on here for 35 minutes or so, I've already had like 4 conversations, and I'm using a 4-ring dialer called batch dialer. So if I'm ringing the phone number every 4, it's dialing like every 5 to 10 seconds, 4 different channels. And if they don't pick up, then it will keep going to the next call flow of ringers. So I'm probably calling about 100 calls, maybe not 100 yet. I would say probably about 60 calls, and I already have 4 conversations. That's pretty good. Because if you can have about 100 to 200 calls, you want to have 10 to 15 conversations, which is pretty good. Out of those 10 to 15 conversations, hopefully you can gain the interest of 1 to 3 people saying, yes, I have an interest of selling, or, oh, yes, hi, I was looking for James. So this person hung up right here. He's going to follow up. That's it. They hung up. I follow up. Listen, guys, when I'm doing this right here, I'm not going to stop calling until you say, get me off your call list or don't call me. And I'm not being bothersome. I'm just going with the flow of how I call. I told you guys there's only 6 rebuttals that you'll get. You won't get something that you'll come across and don't know how to answer. The 6 questions, Devin? What are the 6 questions again? How did you get my number? No. Yes. Maybe. Price. And then also the timeline. It's not. I forgot the 6th one, but I'm used to hearing it, so it doesn't matter to me what question they'll ask me. How did you get my number? I pulled your number, and guys, I'm very truthful about how I get information. I use True People Search. I've seen your name because it's public records. I've seen your name because you do know that when you purchase a property, your name is on the public records, which you have to do when you recording your name in a deal, right? And from there, just pulling your name, associating their name to your number. How did you get my number? I just told you. Hi, yes, I was looking for Martha. Person hung up right there too. And that's right here, follow up. We're getting conversation, we're getting people on the phone. It's just that they're being alarmed and not picking up. But I was saying earlier, how did you get my name? How did you get my number? True People Search. I was able to pull your name through public records, and I was able to see and pull your number. Okay, next question. No, that's in the conversation. There's no other rebuttal to go to. Okay, great. Do not call. Yes, that's what we want to hear. Great. Let's see when you want to sell. Timeline, and then try to find a price. Maybe. Okay, great. When do you want to sell? So he said maybe. Maybe like when? Like maybe next 3 months, 6 months, whatever. And then like I said, they're actually, the guy earlier conversation, well, here's my price. Great. Okay. I agree with him. Sure, I'll pay that. Those is really the butters you got to overcome, which is not a lot. So there's nothing to really be in fear about cold calling because, you're going to get these, questions. And all you do is answer them. Answer them confidently, answer them without it being a problem. So we had a couple conversations. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to get one more call, somebody pick up, to see if they have an interest of selling their property. Those who are joining or just have joined, it's Nevin here, the investor agent. All I do is get on here and talk to people, have a conversation about how I can help them solving problems. So I do solve problems. Real estate. Hello, I was looking for George. Jorge?
Yeah.
Yes, hi. So Jorge, my name is Nevin. I know this call is out of the blue. I'm actually a real estate investor agent here in Fredericksburg. I was calling about a property. I don't know if you own it or not at 8021 Camptown Road in Spotsylvania to see if you might be one to have any interest of selling that property.
No.
Okay, no. Do you have any other properties that you might be that you might want to sell?
No, not now.
Not now? Okay. Maybe later in the future?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, have a good day, Ms. Lloyd.
All right.
Bye-bye. Boom. The last rebuttal? No, that's it. Some put do not call, done. And guys, I'm going to leave it like this. Like I say, man, it's all about the art of finding deals. So like I told you guys earlier, it's Nevin Brown with REI Live Forever, signing out with the triumph of the Wu-Tang, atomically, Socrates, and philosophies and the hypotheses. Be wondering how I be dropping these cold calling mockeries. It's Nevin here, and I'm out. Peace.